Let's get your details now of a massive earthquake that struck the base of the Himalayas, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Tibet, the worst affected, is grappling with the aftermath of a powerful 7.0 magnitude earthquake that's claimed over 100 lives. Rescue teams are now working tirelessly round the clock to ensure that anyone who's stuck under debris is immediately pulled out. Scores have been injured in Tibet. But it's not just Tibet, but neighboring countries too that felt tremors, including parts of India.
A devastating quake at the base of Himalayas, uprooting countless lives. Tibet woke up to a massive earthquake measuring 7 on the Richter scale. Over 100 people have died in the quake, the worst hit being the Shigatse region of Tibet. Videos showed the moment the quake struck with such intensity that people ran out in panic. Dhingri, the closest point to Mount Everest, witnessed widespread damage and destruction as buildings came crashing down. Rescue officials raced against time to pull out locals from the debris. Just as Tibet was reeling from the quake, came the aftershocks that led to widespread panic among residents. Neighbouring Nepal also felt the impact of the quake, as Kathmandu felt strong tremors as a result of the quake. Parts of India too witnessed tremors, particularly in districts of Bihar. It will take months for the people of Tibet to reel from this tragedy, as the quake has wiped out hundreds of lives and displaced thousands. Bureau Report, India Today.
And I'd like to bring in on this broadcast for a ground reporter on the current situation, Zhen Songwu, a reporter with CGTN, which is a China-based media network. He's joining us live from Lhasa. Zheng, I hope you're doing okay there. Can you tell us what's the current situation in parts of Tibet, Zheng?
Well, thank you. I'm doing good. We're all doing good. Well, the national emergency response level has been raised to 2 this afternoon in response to the earthquake. And according to officials, the 19 injured people have been sent to the hospital this afternoon in Shigatse city. And the 2 hospitals have prepared 90 sick beds in case of more injuries sent to the hospital. And the medical experts and the volunteers of the hospital have already been ready to help the treatment. And the epicenter this time is in Tuoguo Township, which is one of the townships in Dhingri County in Shigatse city. And around the township, there are 27 more villages with a population of 6,900. And also the rescue missions are still going on. The power supply was restored this afternoon in the county, and the Ministry of Emergency Management has dispatched a task force to the affected area to guide the relief efforts. And the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Emergency and Management also have urgently allocated 100 million yuan, which is about over $10 million to support the rescue missions and search and relocation efforts, as well as secondary disaster prevention. And medical personnel have also been dispatched to the epicenter. The Western China Hospital in southwestern China, Sichuan, which is also one of the top hospitals, has sent 6 experts which have expertise in trauma medicine, intensive care medicine, as well as neuroscience to the epicenter to help the treatment. And the Red Cross Society of China has also sent over 4,600 relief items. That include cotton tents, quilts, warm jackets, etc., to help the rescue operations. Because at the plateau, it's winter now, and it's freezing cold in the evening. And due to the special geographical conditions, the average altitude of the epicenter is about 4,200 meters above sea level. So that could also be a challenge for rescue workers. The POA
Thank you. You did tell me that the rescue operations right now are still underway. But as of now, considering that for the last many hours, officials have been on the spot, teams have been out there digging through the debris, do we have any estimate really of the number of casualties, the death toll, unfortunately, in this incident?
Well, so far we haven't got a very clear evidence of the latest death toll of the casualty or the death. So, but anyway, the rescue missions are still going on. Like the PLA has, dispatched groups of more than 750 soldiers to helicopters, as well as 20 rescue vehicles to the epicenter to carry on the rescue missions. Back to you.
All right. All right, Zen Songwu, thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. Stay safe out there. We appreciate all the work you're doing to kind of show the world what's really happening right now in Tibet. Heartbreaking, really, that this earthquake has struck and uprooted so many lives, so many families. We'll continue tracking the latest with Zeng, but let me run you through some of the images that have come to the fore that shows you the intensity of this quake. These are videos that have been shot by our eyewitnesses that show the streets of Lhasa County in Tibet's Shigatse covered in debris after the earthquake rocked the northern foothills of the Himalayas, also shaking buildings in neighboring countries. 22,000 disaster relief teams, items including all possible necessities for locals who have lost everything, considering their homes have come crashing down, has been sent across. Special relief materials for high-altitude frigid areas have been dispatched by central authorities to, in fact, the quake-hit areas in Tibet by China. China has closed for tourists the scenic areas of its side of Mount Everest, also known as Mount Komolangma, following the quake. Located at the China-Nepal border, Mount Everest reaches an altitude of more than 8,840 meters. It was on the foothills of the Himalayas that we've seen the maximum impact of this quake. Now, the tremors also forced neighbouring Nepal residents to flee to safety. There are no reports of any damage so far due to the earthquake in Nepal, but these are images that came in from Kathmandu of people running out in a panic.